to another video. We're on the A82 just outside of Ardlouis, trying to figure out where this walk starts. We're going up Ben Vorlich today. There isn't any paths on the map, so essentially we're just trying to figure this out and make it up. We want to just basically get up as quickly as possible and away from this road. There's the station. There's the station. My instinct is that the path is a little bit further down, although we can make a path. Anyway, I'm eating oatcakes in emotional distress. Let's go find Anna. Also, I quite like this pepper oatcakes.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's surprising.
It is. It's got.
I don't like the pepper.
It's a bit like beef jerky.
Alright, I mean, I hope, you know, you can convert some of the beef jerky eaters. That would be quite good for our planet.
It would be really good, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready?
Pepper oatcakes for all of the beef jerky people.
Boom. Try not to die on the A82. Alright, so we're walking down the road, just hoping to pick up a trail on the right and not get run over in the meantime. We mean cross over. Oh wait, Go. Always walk towards oncoming traffic and not into each other. What do we reckon? Yeah, look. Ben Vorlich. Yay! Oh wait, next underpass. Alright, this is the next underpass. A little bit soggy. Alright. Caution, high-powered rifles in use. Okay, that's not what I expected to read first thing in the morning. Okay, so we are, as I say, there's no paths on the map, on the OS map, so we're just kind of trying to figure out our own route. We want to hit a burn, a stream that's coming down over there. Plane, there's always a plane. So we're basically going to jump over this fence, because we can go wherever we want to go. And then we're going to try and just walk parallel with the road, and then cut upward. That's the plan. Let's see how it goes. Also, I know logic dictates you go through the gate, but it is padlocked. I'm not just dumb. You coming? Do you know why that's so easy for you?
Because my daddy long legs.
You got power pants on.
We weren't too sure whether this was the trail we were actually meant to be following, as it was a bit of a jungle and very wet underfoot, due to countless burns and streams trickling this way and that. When we could see forwards, however, we knew we were in for a real treat of a walk.
The stick has sunk, and I only showed that depth. I could have gone a lot further. What do you think of that?
I'm not going to jump in there, I think.
Yeah, I wouldn't see you for a while.
Yeah.
Till we're on the other side.
Hello from there.
Where are you going? That way? I'm safe this way. Alright, that's somewhat encouraging. There is a stile. Plank of wood. Who knew a plank could bring me so much joy? Also, it's a proper narrow plank. I'm walking the plank.
No.
Feed me to the sharks. Ah.
Gradually, we climbed higher, but it was really slow going, and we lost a lot of time trying to forge our way through the bushes.
There are actually two Ben Vorlichs here within the Trossachs. So there's one near Calendar, and then there's this one which is 943 metres, so obviously near to Loch Lomond, which is just there, which we're starting to be able to see. This is supposedly a very popular mountain to climb, but whether people always come up from this angle, I'm not entirely sure. This path doesn't exactly signal to me that it's a place that receives heavy footfall.
Loch Lomond is the largest lake in Great Britain by surface area and is a popular place for leisure activities of all kinds. If you're an outdoor fanatic, this is the place to be.
Trying to stay upright. You're right back there.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, I found a rock.
Hey. We found a path, we're going to follow it. Upwards, ideally. Really is quite warm today. Being the heat, sweating it out a lot. You can see here, ground is absolutely saturated. All the water is infiltrating through, dripping between the rocks and then tumbling down the side of the mountain into Loch Lomond below. So lovely with the water running down. Look at that. Really nice. A little bit wet here. The terrain here really is very wet underfoot, but it's kind of nice because there's little frogs and damselflies fluttering about, butterflies as well. With the sun comes the beautiful wildlife. Quite hard to film though, everything moves quite fast.
What with the peaty soil, orchids grew in abundance all around us, and ferns too, which offered shelter for butterflies and dragonflies, which fluttered around our ankles. There were fox moth caterpillars shimmying along the path, and loads of frogs staying cool in little pools of water. As such, progress was really slow. There was just so much to take in, from the vast views ahead to the tiny critters living in the grasses.
Alright, don't know if you can see this, but we got a track going up there and one going up here. Now, of course, on our OS map, it's not showing any trails at all. But judging from the rough loop we're trying to plot out, we want to head up here and sort of around the crags, because obviously we've got Vorlich up there. So we're trying to come up from the side and then continue along the amphitheatre of mountains and then drop down the other side. All good?
Oh, good.
All good. Alrighty, it appears that our nice sharp uphill has rejoined the other trail anyway. But at least we're all heading in the same direction. Oh man, just like every twist and turn, there's something more awesome to look at. Have a look at this. Waterfall just tumbling down. I mean, it's not very forceful, but it's really beautiful.
There was water everywhere, and it never failed to bring smiles to our faces. Tumbling and trickling, bursting and bubbling. Even the bog was starting to be fun. We didn't really stop for a break, as filming was taking so long. But whenever we sat or knelt in order to film something, butterflies would sit on our sun-warmed clothes. It was a magical experience, alone in the mountains, completely surrounded by nature.
Alright, so we got this crag here. We're sort of skirting around. We got the burn and the trail, which I believe is ours. We sort of want to loop around and climb up, and then we can follow the ridge up to Vorlich, and then obviously follow the ridge around. So just sort of getting ready to loop round to the west, I think it is. So it's starting to get a bit boggy around the foot again now. The trail, as always when the bog appears, is petering out. Pun intended. Peat, bog, get it? No, anyway, but we're going in the right direction.
Looks like somebody put nice and soft moss all over the map.
Okay, so see the track heading up that way. We kind of don't want to do that. We want to get up there somehow. Firstly over the bog. I mean, my feet are so wet right now it doesn't even matter. Yep. And then I think this way. Told you it's a bit boggy. I mean, just need to cool down a bit.
Amazingly, I just about managed to not step on an emperor moth caterpillar which was lying in the middle of the trail. Soon it would grow into one of the largest moths in the UK with a wingspan of 40 to 80 millimeters.
You see these prints here? These are red deer prints. They're actually going up the way we're going. I've seen a few. Clearly, earlier this morning I reckon they headed up this way. And there. Really relishing this climb today. Feeling very humbled by the mountains actually. Just how they, you know, get your heart rate up. You feel strong and fit and able to move in landscapes like this. It's really important though to stop and look back. Half decent view, don't you think?
Yeah. Half decent? What is decent then?
Well, this is decent.
Yeah. There are more people.
There's people coming.
Run!
They're following our tracks. Go. Big old crag up there.
As we climbed higher, our surroundings became rockier and more exposed. The geology of the Loch Lomond and Trossachs National Park largely consists of Neoproterozoic and Paleozoic bedrock, folded and faulted, much of which was obvious in the samples around us. Also catching our eye was the heather, vibrant in its pink and purple dressage, and heath bedstraw making a proud display despite its tiny size. It was truly astonishing to have our feet on the ground and open views all around us. Rarely in life does one get to experience landscapes of such depth and breadth, but here it was simply majestic. Peaks, valleys, lochans, forests, waterfalls, burns, rocks, flowers and more. My eyes could scarcely take it all in, and my heart, well, I had to remind it to keep beating.
Almost at the top of the ridge, or at the ridge anyway. Can you hear that? Just nothingness. That is probably one of my favourite things about being in the mountains. Absolute, pure silence. Good clean air, wild spaces. We went up Ben Lomond the other day shooting a film and it was so busy. This is the antidote to that. This really is a slice of heaven. Wow. Okay, so my plan is that we head up this grassy face here and start to ascend a little bit higher. Meanwhile, try not to sink in bog. Alright, we've been forging our way up for a while now. You can see we've come from nowhere, which is great.
Down here?
Down there somewhere. So you can see the line that I want to take now right up to the top of the ridge. So we're obviously heading up this grassy slope and I want to duck between those two rocks there and we'll see what the situation is. We've got this dude of a cloud coming in, but thankfully it's higher than us for now. And we have this nice little falling water stream alongside.
Up and up and up we climbed, sweaty and heavy in the afternoon sun, yet energised at the same time by our challenge. Every step was one step closer to the summit, and that was exciting enough for us.
Okay, still heading up. We've come up the pass. That's where we came up. Feeling okay?
I am.
Good. That is too good. Loch Lomond down below. Check this out. Woo! Very impressive crag there. Obviously, that's the reason why we didn't come up that way. No ropes with us. So still heading up. Just trying to stick to the least intense in terms of gradient route. Also, my words are not coming out as I'm intending right now. I'm just focusing on breathing and going uphill. And staying upright. Wow. Insane. I'm so blown away by this. Okay, we're on the false summit, 931. We found a bit of a path, which we're actually not on right now, down there. You can see the top up ahead. There's actually a trail on there too. Whew! It's warm up here. There's the summit, 943. There's an Anna. Hi. Hi. Go, 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 go. Whoop. Oh, there's a lot of midges here. Oh no, it's the ant.
Yeah.
Not again.
Not again.
We made it. Ben Vorlich, 943. Well done.
Well done.
Oh.
Oh, that's not
There's the summit. Go. Not quite. Nearly there.
That's the second faulty summit.
I didn't realise there's a trig. That's hilarious. Take two. Oh.
Oops, this was a false summit, 37 metres lower than the true summit.
Didn't feel quite exciting enough to be the summit anyway.
I agree. I didn't realise there's a trig. That's ace, man. People. Oh. There's a surprise. Hi. Hi. Oh, more people. Civilization. Ready? Boom. We did it. Yeah.
The true summit offered perhaps one of my best summit views in the UK so far. 360 degrees of mind-blowing sights of green, grey, brown and blue, each of the finest shades that nature had to offer.
There's been quite a few folk coming up from this ridge here, which is nameless, and I've chatted to a few of them, and they're coming up from Loch, which we just saw with the dam. Seems to be a pretty consistent path on the way down, and I think, like, I have made the decision that we're going to go down that way. Our car park is over there. We're going to end up over there. The road goes that way. We're not going to walk the road. We're going to see if we can grab a lift with somebody. I don't know, we'll make that plan when we get to it. But basically the reason why I'm making this decision is because A, this book says that this walk is supposed to take 4 hours and 40 minutes. It's taken us
5 hours almost to get up, right?
almost 5 hours to get up. And then it wants us to go down over Little Hearts, or what's
Little
it called?
Hills.
Little Hills? Oh, not Little Hearts. That's too cute a name for a mountain.
Exactly. Little Hills.
Little Hills, which is 808. And it uses like complex terrain, exciting descent. Looking at the contours on the OS map, it's
Steep sections.
it's manageable, but it's really craggy. And you saw on the way up the crags, the overhangs and things that we were trying to avoid. Like, that's what we'll be walking into. And given the time, because it really is getting on, even though we're not exactly rushing the pecans and raisins.
You should never do that.
Exactly. Pecans and raisins are sacred.
Exactly.
Like, I would rather, especially like I'm feeling mentally quite tired, and that's challenging terrain, that's a challenging descent, take a trail and then figure out how to get back to the car and stay safe, than risk going down a very, very, very steep and craggy and gnarly and slippy and steep and long and craggy and gnarly ridge to get closer to the car. Anyway, so I feel quite happy with that. I also feel excited because now we're going a completely different direction. We get to walk into the view, which is nice as well.
And we got to find somebody nice who takes us back.
Exactly, and then we get to just hitch a lift with a stranger. Yay! That's good. Okay, heading down into the most spectacular view so far of our time in Scotland. I have to say, this is a slightly different experience for me. First of all, obviously not with there being no trail at all, and we just forged our way up the Munro. But now we're obviously dropping down the other side, following a very visible trail. I mean, that's a lot of muddy footprints there. That isn't shown on the map, to a car park that isn't shown on the map, in the hope that we can pick up a ride on a road that is shown on the map, but there's not where we're going. So it's just, you know, if I'm honest with you, like if the weather was not as good as it is right now, this would probably be a bit, like I would feel really quite anxious. Just the fact that we've seen a lot of people going down here, the path is very clear at the moment, and we've spoken to them and heard that it is possible, and the car park is packed, that, you know, we stand good chances. We're very safe. It is actually 5 p.m. because we set out, yeah, like that makes sense because we just stopped for half an hour at the top. So it's 5 p.m. So just hopefully we'll find some people in the car park, and if not, we'll walk through to the road and then just try and get a ride from the road. So there's lots of like A, B, C, D plans, which is awesome, and that works well for my head. Hey, first views of the dam there. Let's just press on a bit further and see if we can get a bigger shot.
Loch Sloy hydroelectric scheme opened in 1950 after its construction began in 1945. It's normally in standby mode, ready to generate electricity when demand suddenly peaks, taking just 5 minutes to reach full capacity from a standing start.
Okay, we've got a way down to go. Down there. Anna's leading the way. Follow the red trousers.
You won't go missing.
Hmm?
You won't go missing.
No, true. In the event of emergency, wear red trousers.
You can do it.
Yeah.
You can do it. You can do it.
Okay, so it's a good clear path. It's just a little bit sketchy. Or you could just go this way.
Why don't you just go? Okay.
Sometimes it's almost easier just to let yourself go.
Yeah, definitely more of a running situation.
Yeah. Ah, fog. Whew. There's a ravine. Beautifully done. Top notch.
Keep the knees up.
Can see the path zigzagging. In fact, no, it doesn't even zigzag. It just goes whoosh, down. You can see the road in the corner there. So it's not a bad way to come up the mountain, but let's keep assessing it as we keep descending. This way. Look at this. Tumbling down. All the way down. All the way down. All the way down.
As you've seen, in some places the descent was steep and loose underfoot, but gradually it became easier and we could move forward at a quicker pace. Both ahead and behind, the golden afternoon light illuminated our surroundings in a God-given glow. It was hard to keep our focus on moving forwards, but the clock really was ticking, and we knew soon the sun would drop over the peaks and it would start to get dark. It wasn't long before we could see our little road, which we would follow to the main road. At its head, though, was the Loch Dam, attempting to domineer the valley at 56 metres tall and 357 metres long.
Last little bit on the trail, and then we're dropping down to the road. It looks like we've got to follow this road. Dam's up ahead, looking pretty monstrous actually. But we'll just follow that till we pick up a car park. Sort of step 2 really, find the car park. Step 3 is get back to the car somehow. Nearly there. One giant leap. And we are on the road. Yay! We did it! This way. Even though it is just a tarmac road, this is actually a real half decent walk.
Yeah.
Very stunning indeed. Just mountains on all sides, the sun, the river,
Cows.
the cows up ahead. Loving it. Hey cow. She doesn't mind us at all. Munch, munch. She is, I like your colours.
Hi, Molly. You're beautiful. You're very pretty. You look like a little cotton boy.
Little cotton ball.
Oh,
Mum! There's strange people on the road. These are some really pretty cows. Very healthy looking. They don't seem to mind us too much.
everyone is making a mess of
Oh, milk on the floor. See the river? We can hear it. Can we see it? Wow, that's quite a deep gorge. Just down there. And then we got this viaduct the train goes over. And then, hopefully down here, there's a car park. I want to show you the sign before we hit the road. So we're actually on the Loch Lomond and Cowal Way, and of course the Three Lochs Way. Nice to see those signs. We'll jump on them one day. But today is not the day. Thank you very much. Look, I can return the favour. To the car park.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
Good.
The road was insanely busy and fast, but in our blissful ignorance, we continued on towards the car park, passing the power station for the Loch hydroelectric works along the way.
It has a moat. It's like a castle. Oh, it is like a castle. Wow. Oh, because it's the river and it goes into the Loch. Oh, just having a moment's realization there. What's the plan, Stan?
Are these people getting into
Are they?
Hi.
Hi, we just wanted to ask you a question. Which direction are you going through Ardlui?
No.
You're going that way.
Home to Glasgow.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
no worries. We're just trying to get to Ardlui, so we're just trying to.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, all good.
Don't worry.
Back home.
That's all right.
You get there.
Cheers. We will, yeah, eventually. Thanks. Well, I don't know.
You going towards Adelaide?
Other way. All right, no worries.
Thank you.
Everyone's going the other way.
Bye.
We just have to wait for some of the people up the mountain to come down. We have to wait for some of the people who are going up to come down. And now we wait. We watch and wait. Step 2 of our developing plan. We're gonna wait on the side of the road. The car park is full of families who are rightfully utilizing all of the seats in their car, but it's no good for us. Don't cross. Ready? Oh, this for 3 miles. 3.5 miles. Don't forget the half.
But then also all this for not falling off a little hill.
Yeah, true. Little hill.
We waited along the side of the road for a good half an hour, but most of the traffic was heading the opposite direction, towards Glasgow. It was a little disheartening, but as the light began to fade, we knew we had to take action.
Rather than a wave. People! Sad. How long do we give it?
I don't know. I mean, that's gonna make the car stop.
Yeah, but then they're not going to give us a lift.
Probably not. It's a
Sad smiles.
sad
Even when we're sad, we smile. Cross. Just don't like it. Haven't got much of a choice now. Down the road. At least there's a verge right now.
Yeah.
Audi, BMW, whatever that is. Whatever that is, BMW.
It was super sketchy walking down the road, and we do not recommend this at all. We took it very slowly, making sure to stay visible and out of the way as much as possible. Still, many drivers thought it would be funny by beeping and speeding up as they drove towards us. We sure didn't think so. It was a real test of patience and nerve, but we had to keep moving before it got completely dark.
I don't know, I just got the feeling you're a bit more visible. Safety and all that. How are you finding this walk along the road?
A-okay.
Yeah?
Great.
So the beeping cars make you feel happy?
Yeah, they really they make my heart jump of joy.
Queen of sarcasm.
Tiny little bit.
This is sad.
This is very sad. I don't even have words.
I don't have words. What makes this sad is we asked a lot of people and it's like 7 minutes drive down the road. Why? It's okay. We don't need them anyway. Ugh. Alright, you see this peak here? That's where we'd be coming down actually. So we're getting there. Awesome sunset as well. I mean, that's half decent. There's the station! I can see it. There's Flint! Flint! Okay, if you can cycle down here, we can walk down here.
Exactly.
We made it!
Flint!
We made it to the car! We do not advocate that people do that. It's sketchy and dangerous and people get angry.
And people are stupid.
Sometimes. But we love you. We just, a lot of those car drivers are really not good.
They were
actually.
not nice.
No, they were deliberately speeding up coming towards us, beeping their horns, and just really, never mind. Anyway, we done it. We went up Ben Vorlich. So, 5 hours?
5 hours. Accurate.
Actually, what is the time? The time is, oh, it was close, man. 9:03. We set out at 11:30.
11:30.
11:30. It was 11:27 walking up there.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay! Thank you so much for watching, guys. We hope you enjoyed the view and our random adventure and attempts to rely on the goodness of the human spirit. But here we are at Flint, and there's only one way to finish this video. First of all, enjoy your adventures and stay wild. And secondly, let's do this thing. Boom! Yay!